Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success. Well, you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. All right. Thank you, Shia LaBeouf. We are now in the stream mindset. We're going to be refining our drumming technique today. So I've been playing for over 25 years now, but I still got plenty of stuff to work on. Now, I got a little injury on my right arm a couple weeks ago from donating platelets, but that's something you should do. Happens every now and then. And I'm not going to be drumming with the right hand because of that. I want to let it rest. So I should hopefully, fingers crossed, get back to drumming on Monday. It looks like it's almost completely healed right here. So still a little bit of a bruise, like spread all the way through there. We're going to be working on diddle before an accent in triplet grid, and that's what we're doing today. So we're going to be grinding, but first I'm going to warm up with Rebound, and so this you can find under the technique exercises at the link at the top of the screen. And if you go down into the timestamps of every one of these free play-alongs, there's 1,800 of them, or 1,800 hours of them. I think there's like 1,000 play-alongs or something like that, around that many. We're going to go 80. I'm going to go to 84, and then we're going to stretch and massage, and then do diddle before, and then we'll call it for the day. All right. Now, I want to make sure that I'm not slicing, so I'm putting my stick here to try and help refine my stroke motion. You could also put it at the end. And you can also put on the outside of the stick, whatever kind of slicing motion you're having, inside or outside of the stick will help resolve that. Okay. Itch your nose. This is a good way to warm up. There are many ways that you can play through this. Like you could do it with diddle sticking. You could play this while playing an ostinato on the drum kit. Some other ideas in the description of this play along on YouTube. Okay, now we're going to try it low heights. But trying to get good amount of volume out of it, so a fast velocity into the head. While maintaining a wrist bend. Good morning. All right, one more rep. Let's take a look at it from here. Okay, let's stretch and massage now. So, first stretch that I like to do is you take your sticks, you hold them in your palms facing up. Now try and follow along with this. It's a little weird. Okay, so you pull in, you follow through with the other hand, and you push out. Ooh-wee! It's a good stretch. 10 out of 10 would stretch again. And then you go back out the way you came. Now, if you're doing traditional grip, rotate and hold right here. And then go to the other end and rotate and hold right there. But I don't play that way anymore, which, is why I'm working on my match grip. Because my left hand is used to playing traditional, or at least it did for several years. We're now going to stretch the tendons. I'm only going to stretch one hand today because I don't want to mess with the right. Just want to let it continue to heal. You could stretch both like this on your pad, or you could do it on the wall. The lower you go, the deeper the stretch. Just don't put all your weight into it. You don't want to break stuff. That would be bad. Our doggos, well, we only have one surviving dog, but our doggos, all of them, would love to just lay so that wherever they're at, they're like facing you or facing where someone could enter the room to protect us. Minnie right now is laying to face me. She's a cutie. All right, we're now going to stretch the top side of the forearm. So you could do both at a time right here. You could do it on the wall. The higher you go, the deeper the stretch. Again, don't put all your weight into it. I'm just going to do it like this. Just kind of gently pulling back a little bit, enough to get a little stretch. And just hold it. And now we're going to do fingers. So you could do 2 at a time for every one of the fingers. Just go like middle to middle, pinky to pinky, thumb to thumb, etc. I'm just going to do my left hand only. No love for the right. Wah, wah. Just hold it for a little bit. However long it feels good. And then move on to the next one. You might go at a faster pace. You might go at a slower pace. Everybody's hands are going to feel different every day. Bodies, they're inconsistent. And now we're going to massage. So for this one, I'm going to do thumb on top and fingers underneath, massaging along the way through the different muscles. So if you do match grip, when you move it, see that muscle right there? So that's just simply moving the wrist up and down. It's not like flexing or anything. but you want to massage on the muscle and around the muscle, so that way you can get it nice and relaxed. If you do traditional grip, you're going to notice that you're going to have a different set of muscles in your left hand versus your right hand. So you might have a nice right hand chop right here, but for the left hand, you might actually have a bigger bicep. Like this lower part, you'll actually feel it moving right here. Just a little bit of a difference in your hands, but depends on how you play. Also depends on, like, if you're using finger technique, you're not going to develop that muscle that I was demonstrating for the wrist motion. Hands are different. Depending on how you play, they're going to move differently. Depending on how big or small your hand is as well, could impact things. I recommend doing this for both of your arms. I'm only going to do it with the left one because the right one, again, I'm just letting it heal. Quick massage the top part, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely tight. But now I'm going to massage the palm. So for this one, I'm doing thumb in the palm, fingers massaging the back of the hand. Just kind of working my way around. Trying to loosen up the hand. Wife.
Hello.
Gonna carve pumpkins tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited.
Yes. Does she what?
Did she carve one?
Yes.
No, that was that.
She's got teeth.
Sure.
All right, so I feel comfortable enough massaging the hand, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Guess I'll brush my teeth in the closet.
All right, so now I'm gonna massage from the base to the tip of each one of the fingers. Do this at least 2 times, maybe more. Depends on how your fingers are feeling. The things we do for her comfort. All right, now I'm going to do the other hand, going through the fingers. Sometimes a finger is like extra tight some days and extra relaxed other days. It's weird. Depends on what you do the morning of, the day before, 2 days before, etc. So today, I want to make sure that I relax my accents a wee bit more. So when I was playing yesterday and doing the upstrokes, the accent itself was forced in too much. So I need to relax it. Just pull it back using a little bit of a molar whip. So the molar looks like this, like an exaggerated version of molar. Okay, so to get the accent out, you kind of do a little whip motion, okay? So this one we're working on today with, not Rebound, Diddle before an accent, triplet grid. There's a bunch of chop exercises, got a bunch more coming in the future in like a month and a half or 2. Bunch of charts, 710 grid variations, a bunch of technique stuff, bunch of marching bass stuff, plenty of stuff to keep you and I busy. All of my prior live streams with timestamps showing what I worked on, as well as all the little tips and whatnot, as well as, like, here are the books that I recommend that you use to improve on drum kit, on mallets, rudimental, timpani, the different pads that I use, sticks. I'm using the Hardeman hammers, which are extra heavy, etc., etc. You can find this on my /gear page, as well as, like, all the computer stuff I've got. So they are affiliate links. It does help me out if you use those links. It just makes it so that I can get about 4%-ish back from whatever you purchase. So if you spend $100, then I get $4, which does add up over time. So I appreciate everybody who has used it so far. It helps. I did quit my job to make content for free. And now the question is, at what point will I start making regular income? Stay tuned, we'll find out. Today's episode of Jared is trying yet another career shift. Diddle before an accent. You may be like, what career shifts have you had? Well, I worked at a title agency. I worked at Blockbuster Video. I worked at a stain shop in a closet place. I worked at a real estate place. I was a teacher. K through 6 general music and band, high school percussion, K through 8 coding and makerspace stuff. Taught university, undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral students. I did curriculum, professional development, and now I'm doing YouTube. Oh, the shifts. It's fun though. I like it. I'm learning new stuff all the time. Gotta relax the accents. Yeah, still too heavy on the accents. Too much emphasis, too much weight behind it. Don't need to do that. Oops. Thinking about something else. So I noticed that my stick was a little too far over, so it's actually going to contribute to the slice, which is, you know, not what I want. Gotta make sure it's straight. Okay, take a look at it from this angle. Specifically looking at the slice and relaxing the accents. All right. Water break time. Made it back in time. The slice look better. The accents are still too overemphasized. Whoops. Man, my face gets so itchy in the morning. Especially in my nose. Different angle. The slice is looking way better. Success. Slowly. Accents are still too heavy. That's better. I'm modifying my technique a little bit. So I was experimenting in the tap off. Oops. The slicing, I'm really happy with the progress that I made in the last couple of weeks with it. Be curious to see how my hands look when I play with both, to see if the technique is better match. All right. Now without the crutch. Yeah, so it's on the double accents where it has a little bit of a wonkiness to it, but it is continuing to get better. And the accents are a little bit more relaxed than they were yesterday. They're not as... which is good. brain fart. I was thinking about something else. Changing the index finger position. Talking screwed me up. You're not gonna reverse? Alright, fine. Oh, that's why it's not. It's not on here. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so let's do... I'm just looking at the timing of this. Yes, let's do another 10 clicks, and then I'll call it here. So then I'll set up for God of War. Ooh. So happy with the progress with the slicing. Oops. So I'm focusing on the left index, pulling it in just a little bit more so it'll match my right a little bit more. Bad attack. I'm focusing too much on little micro adjustments. It's like screwing up the playing. A little macro mistake. All right, last few reps. And then we'll call it for this morning. Normally I'd do chop out and whatnot, but it's kind of hard to chop out with one hand. Thinking about tomorrow's drumming thing, what I want to work on. And it's not exciting to watch a boring practice session like this where I'm just refining, like super refining stuff. But it is what it is. This is the grind. Accents were late. Alrighty. Last rep with the assistants, with the bumpers. Last rep. Let's try that again, folks. That was not good. I like that. Da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. Da-dun, da-dun. Yeah, so it's hard to keep those accents relaxed while doing it at that speed. So there's like having an internal conversation with myself that I wasn't saying with my out loud voice because it would screw up my playing even more. Not that that didn't screw me up, but yeah. So I'm going to continue to refine that tomorrow, most likely. And then on Monday, fingers crossed, everything should be good, and I should be back on that limb independence grind on the drum kit. So stay tuned for that. If you're curious when I'm streaming, you can go to /schedule, and you can see what I'm doing, when I'm doing it next. So you'll see that I'm doing God of War here in a wee bit. So stay tuned for that. Most likely tomorrow I'll be doing some drum stuff and maybe some Stardew or maybe more God of War. We'll see how we're feeling when we wake up. But if you're curious to find 1,800 hours of free drumming content, there's 1,867 hours. That's a lot. Bunch of chop stuff, bunch of limb independent stuff, 710 grid variations, all the prior live streams with timestamps showing what I worked on, a ton of tips. There's 680 videos in here for like tips and whatnot on like how to improve and all that. It's interesting. They changed the style of this, the way that it looks. You can see how I like have the same shirt for a few in a row because these are all from the same stream, etc. Oh, does it not go down all the way? Huh, so it doesn't show you all of the tips. Interesting. Huh, I wonder what the playlist limit is for that. Like, if I go into my gaming stuff, does it show... Like, which one is it? This one? So the 114, does it show all the way to the beginning? Yeah, so these are the super old ones. But what about for the gaming shorts? Does it show that? Where are they at? Gaming shorts. Gaming shorts. That's weird. I swear I had it. I don't see it. There's streams. Elden Ring. Returnal highlights. Deathloop dying. Yeah. Fortnite. Okay. Gaming highlights. Interesting. I don't see the shorts. Does this one show... Yeah, so it's got the drumming tips here. So it does show it. Well, apparently I need to add the gaming shorts into here. Let's go to here. And... Da-da. Da-da-da-da. Wait, it shows it right there, in between Elden Ring and Deathloop streams. What? What? Elden Ring, Deathloop. What? Let's try refresh. Gaming. Elden Ring, Deathloop. That's weird. Interesting. Does it even show it here? No. Huh. Alright, well, YouTube's being weird. Anyways, I'm entertaining myself. Which is probably not entertaining for you. But again, if you're on my YouTube channel, just go to the playlist or the home screen and then click on the drumming content header, and that shows you just the drumming stuff. So you can find all of that. And keep you busy for quite some time. But I'm going to call it here, and I will be back here in a little bit, and I'll be doing some God of War. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for everybody who stopped by, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.